You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the December 19th meeting of the LaPorte County Election Board Special Meeting. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Okay. All right, we're going to call the Thursday, December 19th, 2024 meeting of the LaPorte County Election Board to order. Can we stand for the pledge, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so things look a little bit different up here today as we have to reorganize the election board due to the resignation of Brody Schaffner, who was our president. And we're going to go ahead and reorganize until it changes, I believe. So I don't know if I can get a motion to that effect real quick.
For the reorganization?
Yeah.
I move to reorganize.
Okay, thank you, John. And I'll second. Oh, Katie?
I'll second.
Thank you. Okay.
And for the reorganization, I'd move for Katie to be president. I don't know if we have to do that or not.
I'm easy. I'll second that. Let's do it nice and easy. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
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 And now I'm going to hand this to Katie.
Thank you. Roll call. Heather Stevens,
Present.
John Leake,
Present.
Katie Bowen, present. We have the agenda from posted by Taylor for December 19th, 2024 meeting. Any changes?
No changes. Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Approval of minutes.
So our minutes are a little behind due to that election, but they are in the works. I think I have 2 meetings left to do. I'd rather go ahead, get everything prepared, send it to you guys electronically, let you have the time to go over it before approving, because it's a lot.
I have no problem with that.
Not a problem. Should we do a motion to continue approval of minutes?
I'll move to continue the amendment.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Public comment. We don't have Zoom on today, right? Anna? Okay. Any public comment from the audience? Nope. Okay. Hearing no public comment, we'll move to new business. Reorganization of the board. We have just heard 2 motions for the reorganization. Is there anything else that you would like to address?
No.
Nope. Okay. Old business, we have attorney for board listed. In September, you may remember that there was conversation and a motion for an attorney to be considered to represent the election board or give advice to the election board. Is there any follow-up?
Well, I did reach out. I was asked, I believe the motion was to contact Chris Willoughby.
Mhm.
That's correct.
I did contact Chris again to ask him if he would represent us, if he would be willing, number one, which is what I was asked to do. And at that point, he and Brody were in contact, so I was out of it. I'm happy to reach out again if that's necessary.
I don't know anything about it, other than that Brody said he was going to contact him, but hadn't. I just know that, but that's going back to October.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, or I am happy to share the contact information with you, Katie. And
That's
you
fine,
can
I'll reach out to him.
is that the only question I have is, are we asking him to be present for every board meeting, or just this is on just certain things that he would represent us on
Well,
different issues?
number one, we don't have a budget.
And that's what
Attorney.
Yeah.
I think it's if we were to need representation,
Okay.
just so that we would,
We have somebody to go to. Let's say just turn it over to him if we have the board decides.
that's my
Right,
understanding.
Okay.
and also to figure out what the cost would be so that if we needed to, we could go to the commissioners with actual information.
Yeah, and get the approval. Okay.
Right.
I have no objection. You guys reaching
I'll-
out to him again.
I'll reach out to him again. It was already motioned, seconded, and approved. So I don't think we need to make a new motion, but I will reach out to Attorney Willoughby and report back
Okay.
at the next meeting.
Okay.
All right, and next is Democratic Civic Club. We had previously sent a subpoena for records and information that were returned. It has come up several times via complaint regarding information lacking or information available, whether or not there was a campaign finance report filed. I believe everyone in the board has since been able to receive information back from the subpoena, or at least it was returned to Taylor.
Yeah, I stayed out of that, so
Right.
I don't know what.
At this juncture, the board has had an opportunity to investigate the allegations that were brought, and there seems to be a question over whether or not there is missing campaign finance filings based on the organization as a PAC or the organization as an auxiliary. Heather mentioned previously that this board does not have any kind of substantial budget. We can investigate amongst the three of us, though we're limited there to any outside investigation as there's a lack of funds for third parties that would investigate. Is there any other complaints? There was nothing else brought for this meeting, right?
I mean, we have a list.
I know.
It's what you want to get, what you guys want to get into and when you want to get into it. So just so that the public is aware of how this works, when we originally start an agenda, I send it to the two of them and ask, is there anything that you would like added, subtracted, amended, whatever? Does
Right.
anything need to change? I think we're gonna have a busy couple of months getting through some of these complaints, because I think that they do need to be heard.
Right.
So
So there's a few things. The code, the Indiana Election Code calls for civil and criminal possible penalties. This board deals with civil, obviously. If there is something greater than what we can do, we have the opportunity to refer for further investigation. I think at this point, we still need to get through some of the complaints and the documents that were returned to determine if the board itself can address this or if it's something greater than the board can address, unless
I think,
You
in
feel
my
otherwise?
opinion, from what I have seen so far, I think I think that I don't know that this is a civil matter at this point. So I think, with that being said, I would make the motion that this be referred to the LaPorte County Prosecutor's Office for prosecution. And they can investigate at this point.
Okay, there's a motion on the table. Any discussion? Do you know, Heather, do we, as the board, send written referral to the prosecutor's office with the documentation that we have received?
I believe so.
Okay,
And I will certainly speak with other clerks, other election boards.
okay. I will second your motion. All in favor?
I
Aye.
Abstain.
Okay. There is nothing else listed under old business. Moving to board member comments. John, do you want to start?
Just say go Notre Dame tomorrow. It'll be sad. I know. That's why I got my sweatshirt on, so let's go. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. And Merry Christmas to everyone, and Happy Holidays to others.
And I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. None of this is comfortable, but there are statutes and there are election laws for reasons, and this board's we're gonna do the best that we can to make sure that everything is abided by. So that's it. Merry Christmas.
Last but not least, thank you, and I am excited to be part of the LaPorte County Election Board. Peter's right, it's definitely not easy. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, sometimes there's some difficult tasks, but we will continue to do the best we can and bring things here for public comment and to review amongst the three of us. I look forward to a great 2025 and continuing to help educate those that plan to run for office on how to complete proper paperwork. Hopefully we have a better round when we have to do campaign finance filings in the future if we keep putting things out proactively instead of reactively. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope everyone has a good holiday, and we'll see you in 2025. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay. Meeting adjourned at 3:12.